welcome to another Brain Wrecker. Remember, these are challenging or thought-provoking questions that I like to ask my students at the end of a lecture. And so in this case, this is a lecture on the basic units of measurement and doing conversions in biomechanics. And so the question I pose to them is, you're calculating your height in terms of meters, and you find that you're a measly 1.9 meters tall. What went wrong? Surely you're taller than that, right? 1.9 is a small number. And if you're watching this internationally, you might be like, whoa, wait a second. My students are primarily US based, right? So we don't use the metric system. So getting them to get an understanding of what an appropriate metric value is really important. So 1.9 meters tall might seem really small when they're doing their conversions. However, if we work backwards and convert it into feet and inches, we could see whether, what this actual height would be translating, right? The 1.9 seems like it's potentially incorrect. So 1.9 meters would be 190 centimeters. And if we wanted to convert those centimeters to inches, we would take 190 and divide it by 2.54, which would give us 74.8 inches. And we know that there are 12 inches in a foot, so 6 feet would be 72 inches. So this person is 6'3", basically. Right, we had 74.8 if we round that up to 75. This person's 6'3", which is actually a pretty tall individual. So 1.9 is actually, or 1.9 meters is actually a pretty tall height. And if that is about how tall you are, I am 6'3". So this is what I use. This is an appropriate height. And so for the average individual, their height is probably going to be somewhere between 1.6 and 2.1 meters tall. That's very normal. So if when doing these conversions, you're trying to, or you get numbers that don't seem to make sense, always kind of go back through your conversions, convert it into whatever type of system you're most familiar with, and see if it makes sense. And I say this is a really common thing. When I was in undergraduate biomechanics, there was a group of students who analyzed a cartwheel for part of their final presentation that they're going to use to help graduate with their degree. And this person had their arms shoulder width apart while upside down in the cartwheel, right? So their hands are on the ground, feet are in the air, hands are about shoulder width apart. And they said that their hands were 2 meters apart. Seems pretty small, right? But a meter is roughly 3 feet. So that means their arms were 6 feet apart according to their analysis, which doesn't make sense. So getting an idea of what a normal value on these things is really important to success. We'll see you in the next Brain Wrecker.